Hello everyone and welcome to another match of Roulette Rivals 16. As of today we are now in the second half of the Swiss stage, as it is the first day of round 4, Swiss round 4 in other words, and we have purple versus bLULW. As I'm trying to make sure the audio is correct for this kind of last second cast, I can say that purple is currently on 1.5 points after 3 rounds, defeating Zai, tying Fenium, which was a really important result for him, and losing to Apricot in the last round. He faces bLULW, who has a 1 point after 3 rounds. Not in order, but he lost to Hausen and myself. That was rounds 1 and 3, and in the middle he has defeated Look It's Me, which I think was their first ever win. He has there's a really nice clip of him winning maps, or his first map in the last World Championship, and now he's stepping it up, taking it a match win. But can he make it a reasonably sized upset against purple, who has went to map 5 and tied Fenium, the R15 and 5-time champion. We are starting in Ambrose Island, chosen by purple, formerly known as Purple Key, and the first win is here. Noel Crest, Consume Poison as the pirate, and Sini Akaventon, Folding Knife as a militia soldier. Consume Poison is definitely one of the few kills which really switch up the Ambrose meta to the point where you might even want to start Central Social Hub. It's not a mistake if you do, which you can see purple already starting there, but you really want to make your way to the Stealth Village, Stealth Pier, I guess, and wake up the lady. One sec. So yeah, you need to wake up the lady and poison the plate of nondescript food, probably some sort of seafood or a local specialty there. And I can just look to the side so that we are on the same page. I believe that the Noel Consume Poison kill is at 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So that's what we will have to look out for. I don't have player audio from either, but I do have player audio, which I think it's just a bit too silent. I need to turn them up. Purple already looking to get that second disguise, the militia soldier, but in the meantime he needs to make it to that Stealth Village I was talking about. It's the disguise is correct already and you shouldn't have any problems poisoning the food, but I wonder if there are any open doors to that kitchen, because I don't really remember. Yeah, not even a window could legally hop over. Ooh, there was the regular pistol in Purple's hand, but luckily he did not one shot. It would be illegal. bLULW is also in the map, and now they are a bit too loud on my end, but I think I can just adjust it on my head. And after a quick leap, and let's see what Brand's loadout will be. Oh wait, he did mean to switch to to the wrench, and then it went back to the crowbar. And I see the main problem for bLUL. Lack of mastery means that the last couple starts it's not possible to get. Purple with the replan, by the way, no red guns for now, but got a bit of stuck in this part of the map. I wonder if it's gonna be tricky if he uses the crowbar to get in there. Ideally, it really would be the key, as how bLUL's Seeker won't... well, it will hit, but not with the green guns intact. It was compromised by someone above him. So, couple restarts in there, and to add a little bit of the context to this match, I think it was 3 hours ago when Purple vs bLUL were originally scheduled to happen, and I only know the first map from it, but bLUL didn't show. The first spin did get revealed, and Purple was really happy about seeing... Maybe it's not even Purple, but someone was very happy to see some sort of fire kill and an easy melee maybe for the other target. That is certainly not the case here. It's a live Aka kill with a folding knife, bit of a chip to get, and the Consume Poison is one of the kills that needs a lot of thinking to get it correctly, but step by step, obviously. All Ambrose spins should be doable with plenty of time to spare. Still 26.5 minutes to go, so no worries at the start. Yep, Apricot also mentioning that a change of starting location could be in order for idle players. State Village is the quickest and perhaps easiest way to get to the kitchen. I think really the key that Purple will survive. No, he won't. Ah, that's the big problem there, because crowbar won't work. From the distance of the NPC who spotted him, I want to say that any lockpick would be enough. But Purple is looking towards maybe an SMG on an FA pistol. I guess the quote-unquote intended solution for this riddle would be the key from the... Well, if you are approaching from the village, it's the leftmost hut. I guess if you are starting stealth spear, it's the rightmost hut. The one closest to the engineer. You just need to go in there, the doors are open and you take the keys from there. You can make it to the kitchen and poison that food. Won't be happening for a couple minutes at least. I apologize, my voice is not 100% for some reason today, but with some minimal muting, I hope we can get through this one. If it was most other kills or accidents even, Purple's start would actually be optimal. You just start Central Social Hub, grab the cook, and make your way to the bomb delivery position, and then just work with Noel, or sometimes Aka first. It's really just this small difference, because I mean, if this is the way that it's gonna be combat for Purple, now it gives us extra time to think about this one, since doesn't Noel even get sick or die to consume poison if the lady doesn't serve him? Because I think it's not an official mission story, because I don't think Ambrose has one, but he will complain that oh yeah, I think the line is Shri up yet, or is Shri here yet? And I guess Shri is the sleeping cook lady, the only person who can make the cook, who can make the food for Noah. So yep, and Afro confirms the information. If you don't wake her up, and Noah just won't eat, which will make it a bit difficult for Purple to make the rest of the spin possible. Hopefully he will either look up the resource, or it's not, it's unlikely, but as long as he even stumbles upon the hut, I think he will remember the rest of the kill from there. For now it will be a bit tougher, but we can see he's replanted to the stealth village and a bit more pause. I am very hopeful though that he will make a right turn, but the camera is turning left. Oh no, it's not quite correct yet. Only gunshot hurt so far, and it's it's a great cleaver grab and a fish and a frying pan, but of course there's the plate you can poison as well, but this does not mean that the kill will be done. I mean, okay, pauses. I hope there's some notes or videos up there on Purple's second monitor, or just obstructing the gameplay for now. There's the poison. Ooh, big whoosh. It's gonna be combat. The other type of consume poison kill we haven't talked about is just checking the chat, and Reaper had also one solution from a couple of minutes ago, because he could see a shrine start and the meeting room consume poison working, since if you shoot the button, and I remember some spins are called button spins by Moo and Jotes and a couple others, they will meet in the meeting room, of course, above the Central Social Hub start, and I believe only Noel, but Noel will definitely drink. He will die to the whiskey glass that has been poisoned, and then I think that will lock down Aka, but for all intents and purposes it's a perfectly fine kill, just maybe taking a bit longer for the second half. That's great for Purple. Lady woken up already, and that's the key as well, making this setup much easier. I need to just approach this from the other side, and that's the prompt. And one prompt is to prepare. The second one will be to poison, and Purple finds it as well. So unless he was very late to wake her up, I'm pretty sure that it's gonna be a first cycle kill. But just in case, don't wanna appear biased, we need to see what Bill is up to, because he's now more than 5 minutes into the run as the militia soldier, and I'm pretty sure he's got a folding knife because he was very close to the bomb delivery area. So we could even see that Aka may be the first kill. At least I hope he has the folding knife. That's a very interesting part of Noel's cycle. We don't often see him here. And that's the very end of it. After it, close to 6 minutes, he will get back to the, I guess, the slapping contest, everyone likes to call it. And that's the start. You can make him sick from there. And if not, he will go back to the steel village. So, indeed, Villa's not certainly looking for a way to poison Noel, but he is looking towards Akka more and more, just cannot quite find a way to the compound yet. Although after all this, he ends up shadowing Noel again. One more minute until Purple's consume poison kill will hit. I believe that's a militia soldier in here. That's fine, but needs to now work on a pirate. Obviously not the tough disguise to get, but time is ticking. Less than a minute now. I like that bLULW just became Norcrest's third bodyguard. Almost information behind the other two. It's gonna be even intuitive a bit, because I'm pretty sure that Noel will complain about the food and the cook lady not being here. Let's see the subtitles. Is Shri in yet? Exactly. It's as close to a mission story being revealed as possible, of course, if I don't know the reasoning here. I think the practical reasoning is that Diana's voice actor wasn't as available anymore, just not gonna do full-on mission stories or other voice lines. 47 himself uses only reused assets, so no mission stories here, but that was kind of a scripted kill which Bill could hear. So hopefully this will result in Shri being woken up, and I hope Bill realizes that both steps will be needed, and no, the NPC is close and the crowbar rip now happens on both sides. The fact that Bilal is losing a 6-minute run to it is a lot more heartbreaking. Purple has the disguise, and we are now waiting for that consume poison kill, which is kind of getting out of this window. I don't remember how quick or frame perfect even you have to be to get the first cycle poison kill, but I could see it on the minimap that Noel certainly didn't sit down and eat, so it might just be a second cycle for him, unfortunately. Which I guess would be 7 or 8 minutes. And wow, I do need to mention this message because Afro does have some almost insider info that's wow, I didn't know that, thanks. Diana's voice actor wasn't available during the creation of Ambrose because she was working on the Baldur's Gate at the time. I know Jane Perry has been in plenty of games. Like, right, Cyberpunk, and I think it's called Returnal. So yeah, busy actress. Bilal also getting busy here with the disguise, now getting the militia soldier. And I think he will make his way to the bomb delivery spot or even the caves much quicker this time. Knows when to pick up the folding knife. And maybe make it to Akka at probably more meta time, if I want to say so myself. Because Bilal arriving at 4 or 5 minutes up there wasn't doing him any favors, because Akka wouldn't be just in a good position. Kurt is asking, no, Afro's asking, why isn't Noah dying at this point? it did feel like she was woken up just a bit too late, later than others do. Others wake her up. So I find it possible that just by a very bit, Purple missed the first cycle consume opportunity. But second cycle is not too far away. Purple is just a bit too late though. Oh, nice, 1 KO, and I think this whole area is now clean, but Purple will, where Aka will go to a guard for Purple, red and lockdown. Now the problem is that the metal workers can see as far as that spot. So far the kill is legal and so far it is green, but I would really like to see all of these bodies hidden in the bushes. And well, Aka is a bit far away now. I think this pirate was a Trang, but I would really definitely want to hide this other guard. And that might be contained situation of Purple. With the bomb delivered, and we're just waiting for a second cycle no kill. I sure hope it's gonna be a correct second cycle no kill. Like I can't think of anything that could go wrong with the poison. He did all the steps. He was perhaps, maybe, but potentially late for first cycle, but nothing against second cycle, to be honest.
Oh, I hope we move on.
bLULW, well, is it called a bomb delivery if you are the delivery guy? I guess he's going to put that explosive on the satellite control unit and hopefully takes the folding knife as well. Should be around here. One of them should be around here. I know the one from Shine Stars. bLULW with the buffer. Little one, small one. Not great. And now it's the waiting game for Purple, as we are waiting for bLULW's frame to return. Remind me to refresh him after the map. Detonator could work, I'm gonna say almost every time, but virtually every time. I think you can get some NTKs at some very unlucky timings. I don't know if it's like 505 or something. I don't wanna put the wrong number in someone's head, but almost always it's not gonna cause any NTKs if you use the regular remote explosive. Like, don't use the C4, don't use the micro. Pretty sure Purple did the regular one, which is good. And now we can see that it's I am not great at deciphering targets from far away, but it does feel like that he's now a sitting blob instead of a standing blob. Which means that the kill won't be so far away. He does look set, yes. Set for the kill and set at the table. Ooh, Purple did use C4, Apricot says. That's a problem. Purple cannot believe that he will be getting the no kill in a few seconds. He's still sitting, no worries there. She's just taking her time.
You need clearance to pass. You don't have it, buddy, so...
But there's like no... Okay, I just don't believe that this skill should be failing. He's still sitting, he's still waiting for the plate. Come on, positivity. This will work out. This is the run. She's still not there yet. I hope she wasn't abducted. And there she is with the plate. And I do remember that just a mere 8 minutes ago that the plate was not only prepared but poisoned. I couldn't tell you which poison, but the victim picture says that it was the lethal one. So Purple gets the second kill. And now he's just one detonation away. And hopefully no NTK away. Gonna hold our breath here, but we could be seeing here a first map over. There is all 3 objectives down in the Purple finish as Floater takes the first 2 points. And bLULW's stream is really not going well for the last 5 minutes. You could usually blame a streamer if it's both streams, but with only one being down, I don't want to take huge responsibilities here. Hopefully bLULW can refresh something. Purple hasn't pressed on. Wow, what? Purple, obviously he knows. He's won plenty of maps in this tournament, but not sure what happened here. There's the 1836 finish. Should I just... So if I interact and pause, just so I don't lose my mind while trying to figure out the end of this map. Purple did press done if a bit too late, phone wasn't nearby or he was checking something, but that's the first map for Purple, and we are going to Paris, which is bLULW's pick. Okay, well, we now won't know if Billa's stream is fine or not, but I gave it a bit of a pause, and hopefully that's gonna reset it. Yeah, it's on Curry's end as well. Hopefully he can turn things off and on again, or something of the sorts. Nothing too difficult, or nothing super important. No response from Purple for why the dump press was late, but dump press was made, so I guess no complaints from us. I didn't check if Purple had a PB of better than 18 minutes. That would be like the only thing that could be different is how much you PB by, but doesn't even matter. Doesn't really matter. Purple just wants these 2 points and hopefully at least 6 from this match so that he can get up to 2.5 after 4 rounds, which would put him still well in contention to advance to the final 16. Opinions differ on how many points you need to advance, but 4.5 will definitely be enough. And most players with 4 points will advance, and there's the big but, no one's quite sure how many players will reach 4 points, and if it's more than 16, then some tiebreakers will have to be applied and someone will have to be eliminated despite winning 4 to 6 matches. Purple beats some coin strats here. Could be good from some live kills. Two, 4, 6. I guess that's called the 6 coins chat. I've heard it from other maps, I don't know how. Or on which map is it even meta? I think Bangkok has a 6 coin electro strat for Jordan. No, but it's surely only 3 coins, right? Or you bring 3 coins in and takes 3 from the map. Let's hope for exactly 16. Yeah, back to our Swiss stage situation prediction. We do need... But let's just say, I don't think anyone wants to see anyone eliminated on tiebreakers. It's good to like order the seats so that we can
prepare yourself.
Put someone in 13th and someone in 16th, but no, that's for elimination. 5 seconds until the spin, and bLULW's stream is it's perfectly timed, I want to say. Well, let's give it one spin read and hopefully it's gonna be fine. Viktor Novikov, falling object as tech group, Dalia Margolis, Fiberwire as Cicada bodyguard. I can hear parts of the countdown on bLULW's side, which means now is when he received the spins, which is 25 seconds ago, if anyone wants to know about the stream delay.
Eliminate the target.
Yeah, that's not okay. I think it would be fair to have a longer break after the second map, no matter how this goes, and ensure that bLULW has a functioning stream. But has happened before, will happen after. You just have to accommodate the players to get their streams sorted if they can. If they can't, then it will have to be rescheduled. The second one for this match, because bLULW wasn't around for the first one. Purple back with the coins, and it actually works sort of with coins. I mean, you could do it without. Just one thrown distraction into this corner. Chip by a mind spin. Absolutely. Scruffled is the reincarnation of Gordini Roy. I believe the only person who has ever used it in a match. But could happen for the second time. Would just need to... well, Purple needs to replan for it. But coins did the job, and Purple is now dragging Viktor all the way to this room needs to drag it a bit further, and it's gonna work out nicely. Don't die to it. And now just Dahlia, Fiberwire, Cicada bodyguard. I'm pretty sure yes, there's a Trank, so it won't be difficult to get a bodyguard. Or there's the Fiberwire, and Dahlia is in the room. It's the patented frost threat from all the way back on 2020. Bring Dahlia down on floor while keeping Victor isolated up here. I guess this is level 1. Purple has 2 Tranks to use, and he will get the disguise without anyone seeing. Looked a bit tricky for 1 second, but in the correct disguise with the Fiberwire. Now the question is whether Purple will hide her or check for Sophus or neither, and the answer is neither, so I guess there's a bit of a chance for a red guns in the end. I did miss bLULW's restart, I apologize for it. But Purple could be finishing here if the if the body shots don't turn these cards that room too quickly. It's a bit of a run. Who gets there first? Purple to the exit or the guards up there? But looks like Purple wins, and not even a Cicada bodyguard will get his disguise in time. So much is happening, but Purple with a very confident first try, just taking this Paris very quickly. I think bLULW also had a sound plan here. Oh, and making it even a live falling object. That should surely account for at least this map win, if not the entire match. But alas, I am not the admin.
Score 0-4.
And now let's give it one solid refresh, because this is when bLULW got the news about the map ending, so hopefully we are catching up a bit. Okay, I shouldn't be reading our admin chat and suboptimal scheduling messages. No callouts for everyone, but not all messages are equally fine. Scruffy happy with the purple down press, and Linux happy with the new personal best for Purple, and not just if I understand correctly, it wasn't just a RR PB, right? But it was a whole Silent Assassin PB. Like, Purple didn't finish Paris this quick before, if I understood the message correctly, because I was occupied with reading something else. Okay, 1 more minute until first random map, of which we are, as always, having 3. We are starting in Sapienza, and if Purple doesn't win this map, we are going to continue into Mumbai. And if you require map 5, which Purple needed against Phanium, bLULW needed against Look It's Me, so potential for this match to happen, then we will end in Miami. It's a really solid win rate though for Purple. Not only a 517, a very competitive personal best. Honestly, probably better than mine, but 7 wins and only 1 tie, or only 1 loss, sorry. And that with 88% is his statistically best map.
Agent, get ready.
Purple in his 17 matches only played 15 different maps, but
9, 8,
with 8 maps, Sapienza
7,
is the most.
6,
with 7 wins,
5,
Sapienza is the most won, and he could
3,
make it
2,
8 of 9
1.
right here if he gets through this very difficult Sapienza spin first. Silver Crusoe, non-target pacification, Battle Axe as the street performer, and Francesca De Santis silenced shotgun in the hazmat suit. Well, with Battle Axe your mind usually jumps to want to start in the ruins, but then that's kind of all you do by the 2.5 minute mark, and you can't really isolate, or can't really kill Francesca, only isolate her. And then the back and forth with the silent shotgun and the hazmat suit doesn't sound ideal. So it's probably gonna be lap start, get a few disguise. Can you watch your own matches as they happen? No, Zai, that is not possible, and I hope that's not neither insinuation or I guess implication or suggestion, but no, hopefully neither of them do here. Tough one here. I tend to agree with purple start more, but Bill is also getting the tougher disguise out of the way first. The blue egg, that's a blue egg, right? That's not gonna be a safe disguise grab. Or was it a Urian? I'm just blind. No, it was a Urian, of course. I apologize, Bilal, for underestimating this grab. It's perfectly fine with Damatics. And he will get the first disguise. Sadly, just not the battle axe. And yeah, I'm not the authority to call about the more advanced threats of Sapienza. I see some virus suggestions in the chat. It's not the spin for therapy lure. I don't think PI would have any merits in here, so I guess it's virus or regular, but regular, quote-unquote, the regular threats, still a couple ways to go around this one. And as Afro said, Silvio is basically on call. You would probably wait until you have everything ready for the Silvio kill and just shoot the panel after, or shoot the panel around the same time as you get the last item. So it makes sense to start with a friendly kill. The purple as soon as a minute 15 has the hazmat suit and the silent shotgun, which he just dropped, and pause immediately after. So I hope he will unpause and turn around. As Bilal is going with replan and ending up with the lap start. I would say that's a very sound decision. Just focus on Francesca first, Street Performer second, Battle Axe third, and Silvio last, which I don't even want to guess, but it's probably gonna be like a 8, 9, 10 minute spin. One of the longer ones, but I think Battle Axe itself always going to make it a bit longer. And compromised by, oh no, it was the, pretty sure it's the cleaner lady outside, who can sometimes very bit, or sometimes whoosh just a tiny bit. Not quite a head turn, it's more of a consistent thing, but unfortunately restart for purple. Slight bLULW lead, and this could carry all the way into the Francesca kill if they do the same thing. Bilal has the agents pick up at the same place, so if he makes his way to the briefcase, except maybe not, is not quite sure how to get to the briefcase, but he will get to this drop off point. Oh, I was gonna say, or I was really hoping that he would get the briefcase first, but looks like it's gonna be maybe a Francesca ISO without. Oh, it was the Sapienza ruins. I didn't see that. I thought the agents pickup would be closer because it was on the same level as Bilal. And now it's gonna be fine as purple becomes the player with the buffer. Still no drop frames on my end. Just wanted to mention that as scuffy as it looks. Hopefully get to see purple's near future, although no kills just yet. You can see that from this very abstract painting that he placed the EMP below the laptop. Now he's going for the agent's pickup itself. And I don't know if purple's affiliate. I don't know to refresh and return after an ad break and 2 kills down. But we are getting very much behind. He is surely more than a minute into this spin, so I'm gonna jump the gun. Yes, I knew it. 15 seconds, that's fine. Black to Bilal. He has the briefcase. He will make it up to Francesca very much in time. And well, the only thing he can do is isolate Silvio, or even just one guard, because no amount of proxy triggers will be long enough for bLULW to get both the battle axe and the street performer. Before the refresh we were at 40 seconds, after refresh we were at 20, so that's probably a quick purple replan there, but we are back in action. EMP setup. Briefcase secured. Yellow guns, but shouldn't be too much of a problem. And then 2 Frenny kills in quick succession, hopefully. Still a slight bLULW lead, sorry, after 6 minutes. Oh, Purple's thinking the other way around, and with the evidence deleted, he can just run past this camera, which is off. It looks like he will make it to the battle axe. I suppose this is the way which involves the least running, because this way you are the close, like this is the point of the run when you are closest to battle axe, so probably this is the ideal point to get it. The arguments of taking it later would be that you can become Immersion Security, you will only face Enforcer, but you are not chest passing like you are now. And I wouldn't be comfortable with anything. Like, I wouldn't want to KO that guard, but I wouldn't want to run past that guard because I don't know his cycle. And yeah, Epico with a good point that you are not allowed to carry the battle axe, but same with the silent shotgun, and there's only space for one of them. And that's gonna be a triple shot, and that doesn't even bring the axe off the wall. Need to be quick, and that's combat for purple. Right as bLULW gets this Francesca kill, and now 3 minutes in-game time lead. Second half of the spin, more difficult than the first one. So very hard to say that bLULW is any close to finishing, as I don't think that was a good idea though, because this is a trigger which occupies Silvio for a while, but not forever, and you still need to get the street performer and the battle axe. I wouldn't think that you can get this kill in the next 4 minutes, and this will most likely result in Silvio finding these bodies sooner or later, and you cannot pacify. I hope that it's... I don't know what I hope for even, because it seems a bit unsalvageable. This will be seen and heard, and one guard is down, the other one will not. Both guards will be down, but what do you do with Silvio? No, there's gonna be a pacification. Oh. And Afro will make a very sad message, and we will hear a very sad ding ding ding. I don't know if Klebalk is in the chat, but he's a big fan of the sound. Not when it happens, but bLULW will get some mail.
You've got mail.
Exactly. Yep, that was the pause. Pause to check the message. And then acknowledging it and going back. Purple with a minute and a half lead right now. That is still gonna be a triple shot. Works out this time, but that guard is really quickly coming down the stairs. I think he's out of the bubble now. Purple has finite options of which item to put in the briefcase. That doesn't matter, but he chooses the battle axe to be inside and shotgun to be outside. And this is the big question, whether you still do not want to KO him. I don't know what's happening with the ruins guards at 7, 8, 9 minutes in the spin, so I think it's just better to leave them up. Chest passing and shotgun on the back doesn't feel like this is the best way for Purple to go, and he will indeed go back through the cave. Appears to be longer, but a lot safer as well. Of course, this means that Purple will miss the first cycle Franny, but I think this is just a spin where try to prepare as much as possible and whenever you are ready, you kill the targets. If you must, then you wait for them. You don't want to over-optimize this one, because I think a lot of players wouldn't just do this first try. Like, you would only need to optimize this spin if you think a 630 and a 730 would make a difference. But we are 11 minutes into the spin and at least 6 away from finishing, so I wouldn't recommend going quick on this particular spin. Purple left the battle axe down in the caves, in a briefcase, hopefully it won't be seen. And that's more Celio preparation, as bLULW's next attempt will start with this Francesca kill, which was, I think, perfectly fine. And I just don't want to see the panel shot. I'm not still not seeing that panel shot, which is great news. And this could be a very competitive Francesca kill. Gun flash potential if you are standing in that door, but bLULW just hides again. Oh wow, I'm still not sure. There's still no exclamation point on bLULW's side, and it looks like it's not gonna be a Trank option. Just gonna maybe wait out the next 20 or so seconds. Oh, this is so tricky, and that's target lockdown. And he ran out of items. I guess there's the blue Easter egg. But Francesca will be leaving here, and the second guard will be arriving. I need to find a way to... Ah, yes. I was hoping for some sort of positive solution, but this was the hard one to improv. Without the gun flash, I think it would have been much easier to manage. And of course, we have seen bLULW pulling off the 230 kill. Just wanted to make it a bit quicker this time. Back to a bLULW buffer this time around. I am so sorry to everyone in the chat. I just cannot join the conversation on the Easter egg battle axes. I never took the effort to checking how you get them, but I know that the 2016 players especially know how to get there, or just fans of Easter eggs in general. I don't think we will get to that quote-unquote other battle axe.
You made it. The virus prototype will be close by. Look for some type of quarantine unit.
So with Purple retaking a lead, and now retaking a sizable lead, he gets the second disguise. Remember, the hazmat suit is... Well, I am trying to remember, but it should be somewhat close to Francesca. Did he leave it? Yeah, he left it where the chef was. The chef was taking his phone call, right? So that's pretty close to Francesca. And so is the silent shotgun. The battle axe is down in the lab. And that's the final piece of the puzzle. The street performer is arriving at the mansion. Check for Rocco's sister, although I don't think she has been triggered in this run. And yes, indeed, she's outside waiting for the conversation to start. Next objective is to turn these to kitchen assistants or wait for his cycle. I think Purple opts to wait here. Doesn't want to lose the final melee item, which is the crowbar. There we go. Don't remember the mentioned security around this area. See the one, and I think the other is coming back. Little bit of a whoosh on the cards, but didn't happen. And I'm guessing Purple will now go back to the battle axe to start off his killing streak. Back on bLULW's side, we are looking at this accelerated 2 kills, but needs a way to... Oh, what's gonna happen with the other guard? He just froze. He was about to come into this room, but for some reason he paused. And that's saving bLULW's this particular run at least. Oh, now I can see him move. And we will see Francesca. I don't know why that was the case. Because it never happens like this. Once you make Francesca do question marks or panic or anything of the sorts, the guard will arrive. But this time he just froze. I guess the only way that bLULW could have salvaged this run, as that is checking on the replay, that's a body found. The original lab technician he KO'd at the very beginning of the run was found by someone. I didn't see if there was a distraction or panic or what could cause it. Or is there another? I know that there's a lab technician with a cycle. I guess he could be the one finding the EMP tech. After all this, we are back to even with just 13.5 minutes to go. This is not a 30-minute spin, but it is a long one, so depending on where these players rip, if they do rip at all, of course, they could really easily finish this try. But what I'm saying is that it's unlikely they will have one more try left. This is the one they have to make the most out of. Yeah, this might be one of the few Sapienza spins to end in a timeout tie, but this is one of the few Sapienza spins that do warrant a timeout tie. This is a very tough one. And even first tries of this would be, in a competition setting, way more than 7 minutes, probably 8 or 9. And when you are in a match setting, start to overthink about stuff. The 30 minutes could very easily tick away, which is what we can see now. Still both players with a chance. Purple needs a win. Any other case, we are going to map 4. bLULW was considering making this Francesca kill quicker, but after the misfortunes of the last 2 tries, he will just wait it out for the 2.5 minute mark. No additional KOs necessary. Quote unquote, it's the easiest of the Francesca kills, but he does end up with 1 knockout and Francesca the other one. That is legal. Only Silvio you cannot KO. And we will end up with a Francesca kill. Let's see. I guess there are 2 variants of this battle axe start. From Ruin start, you could just stay in your suit and approach from the lab area, or what Purple is doing. You can change into the mansion security on top of the ruins, and that gives you free access, of course, to this mansion area. No mansion disguises, so I think either or works for this strat. But okay, this time though, I'm not exactly sure where Purple's shotgun would be. I'm pretty sure that's the lab agency pickup, which he will return to later. He's just now seeing the time and the perfect opportunity to knock Francesca out. Huge question in the community what to do with the other guards. I am of the opinion that if you just KO Francesca and jack her away, she will be fine forever, but if you start messing with the other guards, you can have some troubles. But Purple only KOing Francesca and jacking her away, to the best of my knowledge, this will be safe for the rest of the spin, but not if you just jack her out. This part I'm not sure about this anymore. Oh god, I would hate for Franny to be found 6 minutes later, 2 minutes from finishing. But we may not get there because we do have a bLULW lead. I don't know how much longer this attempt will go, but now for the second half of his spin, he will he will get the street performer. I think he and I were so confused at the same time because I didn't see him on the carpet. But there he is, and no animation that we need to wait out. Street Performer is sick already, and Jingles will be knocked out in just a few seconds. I suppose that will... I do wonder what that will result in. Of course, you bring the performer to the mansion. Perhaps... You definitely have to proxy it. Ideally to... Ha! Oh, don't get found! Don't close the door, bLULW. That's gonna be really risky. I hope the door has closed already. It's 10 seconds, of course, but those NPCs could have caused some troubles, and bLULW is... bLULW is going to the graveyard where not only the old X is, but with him going down, he is approaching the spot where the Easter egg would be if he would have the requirements. I think he needs to be at least the Plague Doctor, which is not gonna happen this time. He has the keys, but this is the spot for the battle axe, but it won't be here. Check on hitmaps, please, that this won't happen. Ping from someone, hopefully not match related. In the meantime, I did miss the insane durian shot by Purple. Dance and Bliss said it was nuclear. You can see NPCs in all kinds of bathrooms. It looks fine. I would really hope that there's a box in this room, but it's not to be. And hopefully everyone has taken their spot in the 19 bathrooms of Sapienza. And Purple has the second disguise. bLULW, please don't replan. I think that's just a mouse movement to put hit maps in front of the game. 7.5 minutes to figure out the location of the battle axe. Bring it to Silvio and kill Silvio. It is still possible, but it is also possible for Purple, who has no kills down, but is getting closer to putting all these isolations together. Someone goes in there, says Gregory, so Purple's run is not safe. Oh, Afro says so as well. It's gonna be so unfortunate for Purple. I guess the question is how far into the spin? And of course, or most likely everyone has experiences with the lowering game time. But does anyone know how long these cycles go? If it's a Jackie Carrington type NPC with a 50-minute cycle, then we can maybe hope for Purple. Otherwise, it's gonna be really difficult. And as far as bLULW goes, back to hit maps, back to the spin. I think he just wants to make it to Silvio. Well, near Silvio. And then go for the battle axe. Oh, it's just passing big whoosh for Purple. The guns are still green on this not quite cursed run, but seems unlikely judging by the chat experience. Purple will now lose the briefcase to that guard. I'm pretty sure the silence shotgun is in that briefcase. Head turn was a bit tricky there, but he gets back the briefcase now. As bLULW is going through the, I guess, the default start tower, which most of us do during the first run, and then not so often after. Oh no, that's a question mark! Oh, bLULW! Oh, that's a huge whoosh there! And a huge peekaboo for a couple steps down, but it is not the tower you need to be in. It's gonna work out, but is it a frontal KO? Check for the other guard, because he could very easily hear it. He is hammering instinct that the other guard did not hear, but this is not the place for the battle axe. This is, I think, it's either a combat knife or a folding knife, but neither are really viable. bLULW's losing some very precious time because he needs to make it to the tower at the other end of the map and also get the isolation. Oh, he did check that it was the tower, but the wrong one. Now only 5 minutes to go. Purple with the first kill down. That was correct on Silvio. No target pacification. And now to get hazmat suit and silent shotgun. We know where the shotgun is. That was the whole situation. No, sorry. He is now getting the shotgun. So that was the battle axe which Purple fought for. Doesn't matter. He was considering the snipe on the virus. Or, well, he definitely wanted to drop, but I don't know if he wanted to also snipe the virus as well. maybe better if he doesn't. It's gonna be a double or a triple, I'm not sure. A bit more panic on purple's side. That's the shotgun. Don't remember the hazmat suit. I don't think purple got a hazmat suit from this run. 4 minutes to go, and bLULW, I think, is ending this run because he keeps thinking it's in this tower. He would... I dare say that he could be finishing this run if he knew which tower the battle axe was. It's just so unfortunate. As purple is trying to get inside, but that's an illegal action to use the keycard as the biolag security. He could... I say he could become the lab technician, but now he's panicked as well. Maybe purple's gonna leave with the propane flask? What is happening with this second half of the spin? He is now leaving for... Not leaving, but causing an explosion for more panic. He is gonna get boxed, and now 3.5 minutes to go. That's less than a Francesca cycle, so now you are in the hands of her movement. Oh, this is gonna be really tough. bLULW definitely cannot finish now. It is tragic because it is a 10-minute run, which could be a 12-minute finish if he was at a better place. As far as purple goes, he went the long way around to this other entry. He's gonna triple shot his way in. I think the bubble is small enough that he should be fine. But that doesn't solve the question of how do you get inside to get a hazmat suit. They are going to go around the entire Sapienza. He really needs a door to use, or better disguise to legally get through. 2 kills down. Well, at least that. No consolation prizes for it, as I think bLULW pauses and ends his attempt for the Sapienza. Purple dodging a million enforcer dots. But that's a door open. And the other one, it's fine, but he's trespassing everyone. It's gonna be an illegal action. Someone is gonna look towards him, but he has the blue egg. What a perfect opportunity to use the blue egg. I don't think 2 minutes is enough to get this run done, but now with the buffer, come on purple. bLULW has no frames. Purple has a commercial break. Oh my goodness, a 1 minute commercial break. You got to be kidding me. I don't remember purple's Twitch. It's matchups channel, right? It's purple key plays. I'm gonna scramble to see if something happens. I don't think I can show it on your screen right now. And okay, spoiler alert: purple is in the Mumbai planning screen. Yes. Okay. And you will see beautiful Mumbai planning screen. I don't want to say it's anticlimactic, but it was so unfortunate that neither of them could finish in time. 5-1. Match is not over. But this
Score.
truly diabolical Sapienza is. Let's try to make sure that purple refresh, bLULW refresh. bLULW is really going back and forth for me because 10 minutes ago I wanted to say that we really do need a longer break for bLULW stream to be fixed, but now it seemed better until the last 2 minutes when it was all over anyway. As far as purple, the buffers didn't help, the ad break didn't help, but can't really blame him for it. It was... Well, it was kind of close. I mean, a couple of decisions that could have been done differently. I think most importantly... Who am I hearing? I think someone's watching a video. I guess the main one that purple could have done is changing to the lab technician, but that was the KO that burned him the last time around. And after shooting the evidence, the lab technician was panicking away, so I think that was also on purple's mind, but that was just no way to execute, and I don't know, who knows, different lap tech. I don't think anyone has a backup for it, at least in roulette. Surely it gets better here, says Zai. Surely. 5 mon. 2 players, 4 previous Mumbais, and 0 completions. But that could just be lack of experience. Of course, if someone was 6 and 6, you would be more fearful of a Mumbai. But 1 and 1, their best is yet to come. And 30 minutes, especially with the straightforward Mumbai spin, is definitely possible. And as I said at the beginning of the match, they are both riding some huge highs from earlier this tournament. Purple went 5-5 against Fenium in the first round. That's why he has 1.5 points currently. And bLULW scored his match win in round 2. That was against Look It's Me. Let's hope it's not a waffle time, though I do love the meme. I hope both of them will keep at it. And just with the right spin, looking at Aphrodite nervously,
Agent, get ready.
we could have a finish.
Duel
And we
starts
either
in
have
10
purple 7-1,
seconds.
or we go to map
9,
number 5 with a
8,
bLULW
7,
Mumbai win.
6,
But
5,
as
4,
far as this Mumbai
3,
spin is concerned, we
2,
have Bazir
1.
Kali, Amputation Knife, Holy
Eliminate
Man,
the target.
Vanya Shah, Silence Shotgun, Painter, and Daoudreng and Big Staff, Bollywood Bodyguards. 2 of the easy disguises, in a way that if you start Skywalk, Holy Man follows Vazir. If you do the Brickler, Bollywood Bodyguard follows Dawood. And I guess number 3 is the one that kind of makes you think or worry. I want to just lean forward, sorry. I leaned forward and see, I think Brandon has a Mastery 15. I don't think he's missing much. I think he can't start Dancer and can't have a couple of the neat agency pickups, but it's whatever. I'm looking for bLULW to show us the locations. He has like, he has 11 of the 13 starting location. Like, what else do you need, really? And he even has photo shoot. He only doesn't have the hill and the chain yard. And speaking of chain yard, as Reaper said, this spin requires players to go to the tower for the painter disguise, as well as the chain yard for the amputation knife. It's a unique melee item. And I imagine that could be the most difficult part of the spin. At least if you don't fully know how to grab an amputation knife, then this is the grab which is sometimes hard to improvise, I guess is the right word. You switch from chest passing to hostile area. There are not 1 but 2 NPCs, a lot of windows. I don't think they see through the windows, but that's also something to consider. And then we'll see the order. We do not see 2 Skywalk starts, only 1, and bLULW starting Dancer. And a lot is riding on Dancer start. You can exit with the Painter. Purple gets red and he will stay red for a considerable future. But we will just remember that it's from Vazir. As bLULW will grab this. He wants to get the Painter, but he's not allowed in that room. First big pass for Purple after the Maelstrom Isolation and the Holy Man disguise grab, which obviously it's fair to not take the disguise because you want to keep it next to the Maelstrom. The big pause, I think it's mostly for the amputation knife. Painter is mission story, so you have an idea where to get there, and Silence Shotgun might already be in Purple's hands, or could have been in Purple's hands, but I don't see it right now. And oh, bLULW has some troubles getting inside this, getting through this frisk. Oh, there's the window as well, which bLULW doesn't know about, would make it so much easier. It's gonna be just a lot of time, and not quite wasted. Oh, and bLULW's through, but it's a huge head turn and peekaboo. and he's hidden by the painting. Still fine. What the hell? bLULW is gonna get this. And with the subdue as well. The Bollywood bodyguard is non-divisor. He doesn't know what second item to use. He can throw the snail. Just quickly pick it up. And that's the painter disguise secure. That was one of the greatest painter grabs of all time. Purple is back from his hitmaps and minimap excursion. And I wanna say that trainer will be his next step. Just get the amputation knife and get the maelstrom kill out of the way. Get back the green guns. And he is... Huh. But there's nothing in the Charles. He's looking at the Charles, but there's not even an agency pickup there. So I'm unsure yet. I think he just wants to do a 180 and go to the train yard. We'll see if that happens. bLULW with the first disguise can now leave the tower. Oh, I was worried for bLULW there for a second, but looks like that with some sick agility actions, he will leave this tower soon enough and should be or could be picking up some bricks along the way. For bLULW, it's gonna mean 2 fairly quick and easy isolations. I just don't know about the third one because he never isolated the maelstrom. He never got close to the holy man. And the flag is now raised. So depending on... Well, if it's gonna be bLULW's third isolation, then all bets are off. I think like the maelstrom spends 4, 5, 6 minutes even on the hill, but then goes to the hideout. So if the spin goes really long, you would need to look towards him near the beach house and downstairs. But I can also see bLULW just isolating him right then and there, probably during the changing in the changing room, I guess. Make it an isolation, but no, it's gonna be the brick first. Silence shotgun in front of bLULW according to the mini map. Is that the train yard? Yeah, that should be the left side of the train yard for the agency pickup. Yeah, yes it is. That's an angle where the brick can get broken sometimes, but that was the brick lure, fair and square. And everyone's favorite is the simultaneous brick lures.
I think they're heading for the beach area near the slums.
Yeah, I'm also worried about maelstrom. It's the maelstrom kill as a whole is tricky, but isolating him is one thing. I would have no idea where the holy man is 7 minutes in game time or 9 minutes in game time. bLULW did a mistake here though, because he didn't pick up the loud shotgun, and that will stop Vanya, that will turn the guards. Oh, I have some bad feelings about this one, and we don't see Rima yet. If only that was the case, Reaper. We are missing one mission story. And bLULW just started to knock them out without Rima. Oh god. And that is... well... yes. Sadly, it's a 4-person crew, not just a 3-person crew. bLULW had to restart. But I wanna say he's got these first couple of minutes right. This is what he needs to do. This is where he needs to be. Some nice Vanya kill at the 3-minute mark into Dawood by 5, and then the great search for the duo of the Maelstrom and the Holy Man. 1 second.
Littering, huh? Well, at least it's not as gross as smoking.
Where do you think you're going? Definitely not.
It does. It's such a tricky way to get into the painter's room from the door. but it worked out last time for bLULW, so I would hate to doubt him. There are just easier ways through the window. But hey, he gets it second time. Out of range, big whoosh again. It's but it's not quite hidden. Oh, it's green. Oh wow, it was green guns for a second. I was hoping for a miracle, but it has to be a restart. Oh, and purple. That was the blue egg. It was kind of a mix of the barge I saw and the sedative, but the sedative hit Dawood, so it was back to red guns. Now, well, it was red guns before, but only because of the Maelstrom, and now because of both targets. Back to even. Back to the start. 20 minutes to go. More the same from bLULW. And well, I'm curious to see if purple will change things up, as I want to see if... Yeah, both of them have volume, so looks alright. But this time purple stays green. Sorry if I moved my head too much, but purple stays green, which will give him peace of mind. And it will give us as well, because they won't have to remember it for so long. Crazy amount of whoosh, but it's out of there, and already a much more optimized movement here from purple. He could get a brick in the sewers, so like 10 seconds from now, and that will likely be a very quick brick ISO. Brick lure. Bill gets into the room again, but the painter was once again seeing him. But they were tied at the last restart, so you can just see that it was a little over 1 minute lost. Not the end of the world, at least in Mumbai. Brick for purple, and so the brick lure begins. Or I'm not seeing it, so this might be... I think this failed, right? I don't see I don't hear or see Diana, and we didn't see the smoke. I didn't pay huge attention to the smoke, but I'm not exactly sure if the brick lure is on currently. It can fail sometimes, especially if you throw it. But in any case, as we suffer through a bit more buffers, purple will need to KO these two guards at one point anyway. Oh, and below... Well, the sub can be heard, but we remember the first run, it was barely not heard. He has a big range. He was just inside of it this time. I'm unsure how to proceed. I'm gonna switch it up here if we don't get... Okay. We are seeing the small window, and it looks like we are back. I'm not even sure how much delay we have, but we have purple through this tiny viewer. On his, I think, third run. We will not find out whether the brick lure was correct or not, but instead just a restart. bLULW with the painter room tech, but he's gonna get found trespassing because he didn't wait long enough. Or the guard wasn't far enough, so he still enforced the trespassing. Back to purple, sorry, 1 second. Not a whole lot of tries remaining for both players. It's once again a spin which is not one of the shorter ones. Mandatory painter grab, mandatory amputation knife detour, so I would put it above 8 minutes in-game time for sure. 9 or 10 wouldn't surprise me either, so what these players want to have is either no rips or rips in the middle of the runs at least, or at most, sorry. I don't think they have two full runs anymore, that's what I want to say.
Millions of rupees every day on this movie, and it's all going up in flames.
I'm sure it's not a great experience for Bill, but at one point I'm sure he will start to explore different ways into this room, because that's not the intended way, just losing him so many attempts, and he genuinely spent most of the 15 minutes in this room, or near this room. I would love if you tried a different approach, but that will be for a different run. As purple, oh boy, steel green, somehow the three of them stopped in such weird succession that I guess left guard, Rima, right guard was the correct answer. I toned down the music a bit, or the audio from below. I can't fully blame for starting to give up on this Mumbai. RNG maps tend to be like that, especially the longer ones, especially the ones you haven't won on. But he's back in it. Purple has great timing for any sort of bar drive, so he wants. He starts the bullet impact that was definitely not intended. And he's looking to get this. Well, I don't believe in bullet impact for this spin at least, because you do need the Bollywood bodyguard, and besides, you cannot kill Dawood right now, so I feel like this is just. Sorry, the sound is too loud. I feel like this is not gonna work out for purple, and you can pick any of the options why. Oh, well, first of them is the combat. Because I don't see his vision after eliminating or after isolating Dawood. The guards, will be panicking for a while, but after that they will be homing in on Dawood, and you cannot kill him or hide him in time.
Anyways, he can't serve that. That is so disrespectful. Maybe should have done that.
So I'm trying to think of like ways that the spin could end in the next 30 minutes with a finish. I mean, hopefully the easiest would be for purple to realize that he doesn't need to do bullet impact, so he could instead. I just wish I knew the loadout of his, but ideally the black or the snail would be in his inventory to just do the tried and tested sedative ISO. But if he wastes 3 more minutes to it, or I guess 2.5 from this point, he could still have one full run. I think it's doable in 10 minutes. 10 IGT. But it's so difficult for bLULW because I'm sure he's starting with the part that he's least familiar with. That's crazy, but bLULW is still fine. Gets a huge peekaboo for the painter, and I'm sure probably gets the disguise once he turns around. Nice close up. What could that be? Amazing. But now they check the conversation. No. More moment in the shadows for bLULW. But after that, I don't actually know what, because maybe when he goes to the big painting.
Yeah, well, get a move on. Mr.
I guess Bill is just very unlucky to get the painter spin. Most other disguises he would definitely get by now. Probably with the use of
If I don't finish it,
a item,
will kill me. If
which,
I do, the artistic
I mean, I guess if you're failing
dead
it
to me.
this many times, I
What
would
is worse?
maybe start to opt for Cheng. Yeah, it's difficult to say. Once again, close chaos from purple, but gets it down. And it's gonna be a subdue for Beetle, which is heard by the guard. And at 11 minutes to go, it's gonna be a back to menu. I cannot blame Beetle for this, although it is a pause at the same time for purple. Yeah, it's nice to see the smile. No hard feelings there, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Oh well. It's fair that we have two options remaining, and this will be the final map. Either purple ends this, and we have a 7-1 scoreline, or another tie will end in a 6-2. And I'll try to. So if I remove the pop-up and click to the match URL and quickly refresh this one, then I'll bring this one back. Nice, purple has made it to the amputation knife. He cannot go in here, but the window, exactly. He can go through there, he will be allowed, no enforcers, and it's legal to pick up as the guard, perfectly done. The trouble is that he did a sizable detour for this amputation knife, which obviously could help him as well, right? Perfect. Sorry, just playing around with sounds a little. All right, so he has the amputation knife, doesn't have the disguise or kill item for Dawood, but what would be really good right now is to have an isolation, any isolation down, because the Brickler is initiated. Dawood will soon reach his meeting point with Vanya. Of course, Vanya will never make it there. But purple is focusing on Maelstrom at first. I think I just don't have sound from purple, but that's fine. Yeah, well, it's gonna be just my voice and my sounds. Hopefully it's gonna be fine for the next 8 minutes. And oh, okay, he's happy that he's got the Maelstrom kill. I thought he was upset that he still has red guns, but red guns are from Vanya. Ooh, we have another match. I didn't know we have another match. My Pika versus Luke, it's me. Good luck to them. Apparently starting with a tie. We know where to raid after this at least. So, purple 1 kill down, and next up is going to be the Dawood isolation. There's some recent trick that has been found, I guess, or utilized by, I think, the Time Cube. That you can just bump one of the specific guards. I think it's the one closest to Dawood. I'm not sure. I would have to visualize it. But if you bump him, then Dawood will be the one reacting to the thrown distraction. But oh, purple, this is gonna be difficult because Dawood is already leaving the area. He should have the blue egg, but it's gonna be 3 Bollywood bodyguards in a trespassing area, plus 2 barge guards called local security. Oh, it's gonna be a snail even. Oh. It's gonna be really, really tough. And of course the snail will make a sound. Oh, purple is looking for a way to sedate at least 3 of them. And probably not sedate Dawood. It's not terrible throw, but I don't think anyone will be in range, unfortunately. One of the Bollywood bodyguards will get close, and one of the local security will get close. That's a double kill. Well, kill, you know, in quotation marks. That's gonna make the rest of the scene a bit easier, but I fear it's by not much. 6 minutes to go and 2 kills to go. And ideally these bodies won't be found, but what are you going to do to Dawood after is a great question. Purple would really need to get a beak staff. Of course, well, he really needs to do one of the two things. Either isolate Dawood as quickly as possible, or grab a beak staff as quickly as possible and get Dawood upstairs. I think the triple KO here is not a bad idea. Just needs to get outside of the camera range. Looks like it's gonna be on a different floor. But it's 5.5 minutes. I don't think he has time for, I think what Purple is thinking is get the painter, kill Vanya, and go back to the tower with the big staff. I think Ed is just too much running. Yeah, he goes one more floor above, because that's where this is where Dawood will be isolated, but no big staff. I'm pretty sure there's no big staff in the tower. As the clock turns red. Oh, we are getting a nice red fox from bLULW. Welcome, Hyena. The question mark is warranted, because this is gonna be a gargantuan task in the next 4.5 minutes. Oh, okay, Enforcer Dot. I'm making this bit more difficult. Hopefully no whooshes. It's difficult to turn him, right? You should still... I don't have it in front of him, but you should still be able to go one floor above, right? Could have been just even better. Lots to do on Purple's end, and the time is ticking down. It was a really heartbreaking sapienza by both players. Both had chances to finish it very close to the 30-minute deadline. Here I would say it's only Purple, but still a valiant effort. It should be a peekaboo. It should be a peekaboo, because you will always get whooshed by him. Oh, and that's an unconscious witness. It was fine to try. And between us, at least, it confirms the score 3 minutes quicker. But it was a score which Purple knew as well, that he will defeat bLULW and reach 2.5 points as well. And at this point, I will just wait out the score change and the finalization by Afro. And once that is done, we can just check the updated scores. I just really wouldn't want to end the stream without showing the final score, you know, not to leave anything for the imagination. So, there you go. 6-2 is the final score. bLULW taking 2 nice points as well, which is a help for his differential tiebreaker, if it gets to that. But what really matters is that Purple takes the point, and that will put him at 2.5, which you can see the confirmation of right here. And if I check the 2-point list, I wish I could go... yes, it's not a 2-point list, a 2.5-point list, because Purple is now on 2.5 points after 4 rounds. Currently in 8th position. Of course, almost everyone is yet to play, so a lot of these 2-pointers will get 3 points. To the point where Purple maybe falls out to the top 16, but he still has a chance. He has a very good chance of making it through, actually. All thanks to that point against Phanium. And as mentioned before, We did think that there will be no more matches tonight, but we do have one more match tonight. My Pika versus Look It's Me, obviously also for rounds 4. And we will rate Sparkles, or known as Sparksy, I guess, on the Twitch streets. I will rate him right away. And with that, I would say thank you so much to Afro for adminning. GG's to both players. Congratulations to Purple. And also thank you everyone for watching. So until next time, see you everyone.